Hey everyone, good to be back this month. I so enjoy really spending time with all of y'all, and I go through and I look at all the names of people who are on with us. So I'm excited to go through some before and afters, and also to just really, this webinar is especially with the before and afters, is really about being able to, tell me where you're at as far as potential challenges. Like maybe, I keep trying to get on a schedule, but I can't. Or, does anybody else have that issue? What do you do? But this is actually a really great time to also let me know what some of your challenges are. And of course, I always love the wins. The wins are pretty exciting, and everybody likes to share those too. So let's go ahead and get started. Chiropractor said he thinks it's toxins that leak out from the intestines and stay in fat. Would the body protocol help this? And would you use it in any particular way for this? Okay, so this is the thing: is that the waist, the abdomen and waist area is what we refer to as stress fat. So when your stress is high, your cortisol is high, this is exactly where we store fat. So you can be thin, you can eat well, eat organic, and still have that. There are key things that get rid of that. One is persistent exercise. And I know that, as we age, exercise becomes a different thing and it takes longer for things to happen. But exercise, and I'm not saying you need exercise to get rid of fat. That's not what I'm saying. What we need exercise for is to change our body chemistry. And changing our body chemistry has everything to do with how we process stress in our body and then fat storing stress in our body. So it's the consistency. One of the main exercises that I use that I think really, really helps, especially this area, is the power plate. Dr. Kathy's on the website under Kathy's Faves, I have the power plate, which actually reminds me, we will send out an email for that because they're going to have a price increase. So look for that next week. Don't worry about it right now. But we get a nice discount for Tru Energy family. So that is one, because you can actually exercise faster and more efficient on a power plate than actually going and doing exercise. The other is that the combination of the body stone and the protocol exactly how it is, and that power plate you can actually see this melting and changing. It is really kind of amazing. So in that protocol where you're doing the body sculpting protocol, you're opening the lymphatics on the upper body, moving all the lymphatics to the, to the heart, helping the circulation. And then you're doing the lymphatics on the groin area, opening the lymphatics and draining that upward towards from the toes to the upper part of the leg, draining those toxins. And then when you get to the stomach, the way that protocol goes is it's all about sweeping down into the groin area to get those lymphatics to move. When you think about that, regenerative medicine, longevity medicine, this is all about repairing the cells and having the cells have the nutrients that they need to be able to live a healthy, long, rejuvenated life. So that's exactly how I designed Tru Energy, not only with the frequency in the wand and all the other tools, that little green bead, but also in the skincare itself. The ingredients specifically they're bioadaptive. They adjust to what your body needs. They're nutrient rich. They are designed in a layering kind of process. So we're giving the body what it needs at the multiple layers of the skin, cells and skin, so that we can regenerate a healthy cell when it comes to the surface of the skin. And that's all about nutrients and feeding those cells exactly what they need to retune and to vibrate at a cell that can actually regenerate into a healthy cell. So yoga teacher recommended 100 splashes a day of cold water on the face. And I also saw dunking the face in ice water. It's beneficial. Do you recommend this, and how is it beneficial? So that's actually just like immediately tightening. Like cold water will immediately tighten your pores in your skin. I recommend warm water. It doesn't need to be hot. I recommend warm water when you're cleansing your face so the pores open and you can cleanse the pores as well. I think this is really important. If you're using, and then as you rinse, you'll rinse with the tepid water. And then if you want to close the pores a little bit, you can turn the water on cold and splash cold water on your face to just close the pores a little bit. But I also love product penetration. So I don't mind my pores being open for some good product penetration when I'm doing my creams as well. That's also what I really like about the eye mask and the face mask is they're nice and cool. So it really helps to get that feeling of that tightening too. But I've used the ice water trick, if you will. If, for example, I have an event and, I feel like this shows up for me is that I travel from East Coast to West Coast. My skin shows that a lot more than it used to when I was in my 20s and 30s. So it usually takes me a couple of days to just in making sure that I'm hydrating, eating right, things like that. Which of course traveling, there's your tendency is to get a little bit more of the not so good salts, but ultimately traveling can really show up on my face. So if I have an event the next day that I get in, I have used that cold water, the ice water, where I've, dunked that on my, dunked my face in that to just lift it and tighten it. I don't make a habit of it. I guess I just like the way the masks feel. Does the lip plumper product do more than moisturize any permanent changes? Yes, this actually is quickly becoming a favorite. It's the lip peptide, and the peptides do feed the cells around the mouth and help the cells to plump as well. But yes, I mean, as far as hydration, if your lips are dry, you may want to use this several times a day. If you're just using it as a treatment for your lips and you just use it at night, that's fine too. I tend to travel with it because when I travel, my skin dries out, and this has been a lifesaver for keeping my lips from chapping and getting dry when all those dry areas that I travel to, like Arizona and Southern California. Okay, so the eye mask is really, really great if you use it, especially with the eye serum. If you're looking to resolve some eye issues, it really, really helps to increase the circulation. The other is that as a standalone, this is also really helpful because it's great for meditation. It's nice and cool. Someone asked me if they could keep it in the refrigerator. You can, not the freezer. You could keep it in the refrigerator, but I actually find it very, very cool just taking it out of the box right now. And so that goes over the eyes. And a lot of times I like to use this before I go to sleep. So I'll use the eye either for meditations before I go to sleep. If I'm using like one of my therapy tables, I'll use this. And the face mask, it's heavy, but that's okay because what we're doing when we do the protocol is releasing the muscles that are tight and stubborn. So when you have the face mask on and you're laying down, you will feel the pressure on the areas around the eyes and around the mouth that need that little bit of pressure reminder to relax those muscles, and so that you're actually extending the process of the natural facelift with the wand by adding the pressure to it afterwards. If you have dark spots, it's really helpful to do the spot cream, which they were designed together. And then after you put that on, put the mask on so that it can help to mitigate the four things that happen that cause dark spots on our face, which is sun damage, inflammation, stress, and hormone changes. So that's what this was designed for as well. It's the timing. Sometimes the weight is a little too much to use over a 20-minute period of time. Some people say that they can build up to that. For sure, even if you get 5 minutes, 5 minutes is better than no minutes.